Welcome and happy Valentine's Day. I know Valentine's Day is tomorrow. Today I have a body care haul for you. It's kind of Valentine's Day themed in the sense that there are a lot of items that are kind of Valentine's Day themed, not intentionally, but that's just kind of how it ended up. Right now in the hygiene world, I feel like there are lots of new fragrances coming out, new packaging, repackaging, discontinuing fragrances. There's just a lot going on, so it's kind of a lot to take in. And right now in the Bath & Body Works world, I feel like both in your comments as well as my own personal feeling, we've all been kind of feeling like it's a little bit on the boring side right now. So in this video, you're going to be seeing some other brands that I enjoy outside of Bath & Body Works for body care. But either way, let's get started first with the Walmart stuff. So whenever you see new releases coming out or new repackages or discontinuation of fragrances, that means clearance is nearby. And normally I don't see clearance in the hygiene category in places like Walmart and Target, but I actually did find clearance in both stores. Starting off with some hair care items from Walmart. This is a watermelon conditioner by Garnier Fructis. I've never used this one before, but I have used Garnier Fructis many times throughout my life. This is the Plumping Treat Conditioner, so it's supposed to help plump and volumize your hair without adding extra weigh down. And it has watermelon extract and it is a vegan formula. So this was on clearance for somewhere in the $3 range. I believe it used to be somewhere in the $4 range full price. And I actually mainly got it because I enjoy matching my shampoo and conditioner fragrances with my body care routines. And sometimes that's hard to do because conditioner and shampoo doesn't often branch into the realm of different fragrances. So I have a lot of watermelon body care for the summer. And so I think this will pair nicely with that. And then the other item I got from Walmart, this was on clearance for $5 and it used to be about $12. I love the brand OGX for hair care, mainly because I love their fragrances, but I also like the packaging and the benefits as well. This is the Damage Remedy Coconut Miracle Oil, and I just got a big bottle of conditioner, and I feel like this will also pair with lots of coconut, vanilla routines. It's not super heavy on a toasty coconut fragrance, so it will pair with pretty much anything I use, but I do find that I enjoy using coconut hair care more in the summer. So at Target, I had just picked up 2 items on the clearance, and one of them was this original Jergens body lotion, and this is in the fragrance Cherry Almond. This is just kind of their original blend. Jergens is a drugstore brand that has been around forever, and it's just kind of a tried and true. I have never actually intentionally used this as a part of my body care routines, maybe just in passing if there's like a pump lotion sitting out somewhere. I mainly got it for the fragrance, Cherry Almond, because I actually had a gap for cherry in my body care stash, and I wanted to do some cherry body care routines for February and Valentine's Day, and I didn't really have any lotion for that. So I got that for that reason mainly. Also, it was only $1.80 or 90 cents, something like that. So I thought that was a pretty good snag. Then the other clearance item I got from Target is this Love, Beauty, and Planet, and it is a micellar shampoo. I've never used anything quite like this before. It's got like this nozzle because it's supposed to be a scalp nourishing water to foam cleanser for your scalp. So I thought it would be fun to try something a little new. Like I said, it was on clearance for somewhere in the $3 range, and I didn't have a watermelon shampoo to go with the conditioner I bought, so this one will pair quite nicely with that. At least smelling it from the bottle, the fragrance isn't too intense on this one. It's just kind of like a light, fresh, clean scent, but maybe in the shower it'll be a little more melony. I think it's less about the scent and more about the benefit in the case of Love, Beauty, and Planet, so we'll see how that goes. It feels like it's going to be nice and refreshing and lightweight. So on the topic of hair care as well as new releases at Target, Native, the brand Native, has a new candy shop line, which maybe you've been seeing a lot about because it has been getting quite the hype on Instagram, TikTok, and wherever else people go online. I smelled all of them and I did enjoy all of the fragrances. It was a little bit spotty in my store. You can tell that people have been wiping them out, and so the only ones that I actually ended up grabbing was the Gummy Bear collection in the shampoo and conditioner. This is in their moisturizing formula, and I think it smells quite nice. It's a little bit on the tart citrusy side, but it still does have kind of that gummy candy scent to it that's very descript and distinct. Also in this collection, they had a cinnamon candy hearts, a strawberry vanilla taffy, as well as a sour blue raspberry belt. I decided to sit out the deodorants on this one because they are pretty expensive, and I have so many deodorants, like way too many deodorants for one person. So I'm trying to be good at least in one category. If I can be good in any category, it's at least to stop buying deodorants for a little while until I use some of them up. But either way, here's a close-up look at what the conditioner and the shampoo look like. They've got gummy bears in the center, and it's just very colorful and cheerful, and I think it's going to be so much fun to pair it with scents like maybe cherry limeade and tutti frutti candy, stuff like that. Speaking of fruity scents, you know that I love a good children's body care collection. I love children's body care. I think that they should make way more of it. I wish Bath & Body Works made their kids collection available again like they used to in the 90s. But this is holding me over in the meantime. I have this Raw Sugar Kids. This is in the fragrance Strawberry Vanilla, and it is a bubble bath and body wash. I actually already have the Watermelon Lemonade of this same kind of product, and I really, really like that one. It's lightweight. The texture of the shower gel isn't as thick as like a Bath & Body Works shower gel. It's a little bit looser and runnier. It almost has like a cooling effect. So once again, I keep saying this over and over. It's good for the summer. I think I'm just in a summery mood, and I'm thinking about all those fruity, lightweight fragrances, and I'm just excited. In terms of fragrance, it's very heavy on strawberry, more so than when I smelled it in the store. I think the vanilla kind of helps bring it down a little bit in terms of fruitiness and makes it a little more on the sweet side. I feel like it smells like garden fresh strawberries, you know, instead of store-bought ones, because they are more juicy and concentrated of a flavor or fragrance. Packaging, 10 out of 10. I love the packaging so much. So it's in the shape of like a little monster, and it's got like these little tentacle feet and the little eyes. Doesn't this just remind you of the L'Oreal Kids shampoo? That brings back so many good memories. So packaging is definitely earning this one more bonus points for me. Let's talk about Tree Hut scrubs for a moment. So for the longest time, I kept going to Target and checking and checking and checking to see if they had the 3 new body scrub fragrances that were released. And they never had them. So finally, I saw an employee in the hygiene area, and I asked if they had seen any of the new scrubs out. I told her what the fragrances were. So she ended up going to the back room for me, and she actually found them. And so I'm so grateful and thankful that she did that for me. And so it goes to show that if you're really friendly and if you ask, you shall receive sometimes if they have them. So the first Tree Hut scrub I have is vanilla. So this vanilla body scrub is actually replacing the Tree Hut Tahitian vanilla bean scrub. What I've heard from others is that this one is a little more subtle, while the Tahitian vanilla bean is a little more strong and sweet. Here is a closer look at that one. It's nice. It's kind of giving Tutti Dolci vibes a little bit, like the angel food cake. It's not as sweet and obviously not as amazing as that, because nothing will ever be as amazing as the original Bath & Body Works Tutti Dolci collection. But there's something about it. It's like a soft and pretty vanilla as opposed to a really heavy, rich gourmand vanilla, and I like that. I don't really have anything in my collection quite like this, so I appreciate that they made this. It does have oak kernel in it, and I am sensing a little bit of a woodsy note in it. Not like musky woodsy, but just like a little bit nutty. The longer I smell it, the more ice cream-like it smells as well, like vanilla bean ice cream. I think that's going to be a really good one in the shower. For Tree Hut scrub number 2, we're going in quite a different direction. This is Blue Lagoon, and it is made with shea butter, red algae, and Dead Sea minerals. Let's give this one a sniff. I love the bright blue color on this one. It's very fun and cheerful. What does that smell like? There's a Bath & Body Works scent that smells like this, like an old one, not one that they have now. And it's not Saltwater Breeze, although that would pair really nicely with this. Oh, I wish I knew. I can't remember. It's been too long. My brain is trying to tell me it smells like Sea Tox. It doesn't. It's a little different. Once again, though, that would also pair really well with it. Saltwater Breeze or Sea Tox. Well, I can't figure it out what it smells like, but it smells like something from Bath & Body Works like maybe 4 or 5 years ago. If I ever think of it, I'll let you know. The main fragrance note that I'm getting from this Blue Lagoon scrub is sea salt. It's a very salty scrub. It's got kind of like a sea breeze, maybe a little hint of floral, but it's mainly salty. It's not a fragrance I normally would go for, but in this case, I like it. Last of the Tree Hut scrubs, we have the favorite, Peach Sorbet. I think this is everyone's favorite from the feedback I've heard so far. This one is a shea sugar scrub. That's all it says. So this one is a nice bright orange color, and it's got kind of that fruity fun lid going on. Let's smell it. Ooh, look at that swirl. Yas. Oh, I smell it already. That's 100% peach rings. It's weird to me because the strawberry one smells way more peachy than it does strawberry, but now that we have a peach one to compare it to, I find that they are very similar. They're definitely not the same though. The strawberry one is a little more strawberry-ish. I don't know how to describe it. It's definitely more like a sweet, gentle, fruity scent with a little bit of peach rings on the bottom. But this is like peach. It's very strong. Like I didn't even have to stick my nose in it to smell it. Like I can smell it from here, just opening the lid. Really good. Okay, now we're going to Marshall's. I found these at Marshall's. If you've been watching my videos for a while, you know that the OGX Hugs and Kisses is one of my favorite all-time shampoos and conditioners. It was actually my friend Victoria over on Scent Memos on TikTok and Instagram. She's the one that alerted me that these ones are being discontinued and clearanced, so I actually was able to find some at Marshall's for a pretty good price. These were about $4 a piece at Marshall's when normally they run between $7 and $8 depending on where you get them. So thank you to Victoria for letting me know, because I had to get another set before they run out so I can have at least a little mini stash at home for myself. These are perfect for the Valentine's Day theme because they've got that little half heart on each one. But either way, the Hugs and Kisses fragrance is cotton candy, pineapple, and coconut, and it's just the perfect fruity gourmand fragrance for any routine. It's sweet and feminine, and I love using it all year round just with different gourmand and sweet routines that I have. So definitely a staple for me. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that them discontinuing this means that there is some good newness on the way. I'm just hoping for that. So I got myself some backups of those. Look at this huge thing. I am not one to buy large items like this because I like to have a variety. So it's kind of unlike me to buy a big jumbo bottle like this, but it smells so good, and it was a really good deal at Marshall's. This is the same brand actually as the Raw Sugar Kids, the little monster strawberry guy, but this is the adult version. So this says Simply Body Wash, cold pressed, made with plant-derived ingredients and cold pressed extracts for positively good, clean skin. And this is in the fragrance Lemon Sugar. It smells exactly like lemon heads. You get that sweetness from that candy kind of situation going on, but it is lemon and no doubt about it, and I just love that. So at Marshall's, they are releasing some body scrubs that are perfectly themed with what Native is doing right now, which is the candy collection theme. So they have brought in their own candy body scrubs, and this one is Smarties. Isn't this so cute? This is gonna be so much fun to use with my new shampoo, the Gummy Bear shampoo by Native that I just got. But this one is a strawberry body scrub. I have not smelled it because it's foiled, so maybe we need to open it and smell it. Okay, I've managed to open a little sniff hole for myself. That doesn't smell like Smarties, but it smells amazing. Oh, you know what this smells like? Because I don't. You know those suckers that you get for Valentine's Day? They're like Valentine's Day themed suckers, and they're in the shape of a heart, and they're pink. They're just this color exactly. I can't remember, but it smells just like that sucker, like the strawberry sucker in the shape of a heart. So that will be great for a Valentine's Day theme. And going along with the candy theme, they also had Blow Pop, which is really interesting. I think this is gonna be so much fun, and if it smells anything similar to the Smarties, I bet it's gonna smell really good too. This is also a sugar scrub, but this one is cherry scented. It's interesting because Blow Pops have bubblegum in them, so I hope that this has a little bit of a bubblegum scent to it. That'd be cool. Oh yeah, it does have bubblegum scent in it. So it does mainly smell like cherry hard candy or like cherry suckers, but a little bit mixed in there, it does have a little bit of a bubblegum fragrance in there. So that's gonna be fun to use not only with cherry scents, but with my bubblegum pop from Bath & Body Works. So yay, I'm happy about that. I got so many different things, so bear with me, we're almost done. There's just one more store, and it's actually a thrift store. So lately I've been having a good time going to the thrift stores and seeing what kind of hygiene goodies they have. And the best part is you can usually find some vintage things. And if you know me well, you'll know that I love my vintage Bath & Body Works and my old school body sprays and kids fragrances and stuff like that. Anything that brings me Y2K nostalgia. So rewinding the clock back to COVID lockdown, I actually had quit working at Bath & Body Works that year, and I had missed out on some purchases because I was quarantining like crazy. One of the scents that I had super regretted not buying was the chocolate covered cherry, and I found it at Goodwill. They didn't have everything of the collection, but they did have the shower gel, so I am super proud to be the owner of a chocolate covered cherry shower gel now. I was able to snag it completely unused, and for $3 and some cents, I'll take it. That's pretty good for me. So this has fragrance notes of rich milk chocolate, red cherries, and sweet liqueur. So this last item I thrifted is a big one for me. So it's got lots of nostalgia, although I am not quite sure on the year on this one. So if you have an idea, you'll have to let me know. When you look it up online, sometimes you can look up the batch code and figure out what year it's from, but the problem is it usually resets every 10 years. So my guess is that this is either from 2017, 2007, or 1997. I feel like it's not 97 just because the packaging on the bottles looks a little bit more modern than when I was buying them as a kid in the 90s. I'm leaning more towards 2007 just because of the font that they're using, and just, I don't know, it just looks 2007-ish to me, but let me know what you think. So this is a huge throwback for me, some Calgon Take Me Away by Coty. And so these are all body splashes and they're all gourmand scents. And so I only bought this for $5.99. So I'm pretty happy with that find. On here, it actually has a Walmart sticker from when it was originally purchased for, what, $9.26? My Walmart doesn't have stickers that look like that anymore, and they haven't for a long time, but unfortunately, I don't know that much about Walmart either, so that could pose as a clue to how old this is. I'm not exactly sure. But this is an unopened, unused body mist sampler, and it's all gourmand fragrances. So let me read the scents to you. We've got vanilla swirl, pear caramel, coconut sorbet, marshmallow, cotton candy, and orange pop. The first memory I have of owning my own personal body splash that was just for me, not shared with my mom or my sister, was a Calgon Morning Glory body splash. And it came in a set a lot like this one. It had all these different florals. And it's funny because we're not really floral people in my family, but for whatever reason, that's just what we happened to purchase. Some of the other ones I remember in it was a Rain-Kissed Daisy or something like that. I had a picture of a daisy on it, a purple one, and it was Moonlit Petals, I believe. And then there was the Morning Glory, which was a little bit of a darker blue. So that Morning Glory one, I used that whole thing up, but I remember owning that as like, I don't know, 3, 4, 5-year-old, somewhere in there. So this takes me back. Here's a closer look at the orange pop. It looks like it's gonna be an orange creamsicle. Oh, the plastic. I didn't really finish my thought process. The reason I don't think this is from 2017 is I know that Calgon had gone under a repackage and the bottles look more modern than these ones do around that time period. So I think this is from 2007 or before. Ooh, refreshing. Ooh, I'm sorry, but I really don't want to be this way, but this smells so much better than the orange vanilla twist from Bath & Body Works. It's literally everything I want in an orange creamsicle scent. It's orangey, but it's vanilla-y, but it's so bright and cheerful and simplistic. Like, it doesn't have all these weird mixed in notes of like florals and musks and things that Bath & Body Works always kind of sneaks in there to make them more unique of fragrances. This is just straight up orange creamsicle, nothing else. This smells so good. Oh man, I wish I didn't like it as much as I do. Goodness, by the time I'm done spraying all these, I'm gonna smell like a sweet shop. Here's a closer look at the cotton candy. I do like its potency though. Like, I feel like it's a little more sweet and intense than the Bath & Body Works one, which is more creamy and vanilla-y, but at the end of the day, the Bath & Body Works Cotton Candy Cloud smells a lot better. This one just kind of smells cheap. This is so cute. It reminds me of like an Easter packaging or something with those little colorful mini marshmallows, but we're gonna try marshmallow next. Okay, we like the marshmallow better than the cotton candy. It still kind of has that fakey smell a little bit, but it's got a little hint of fruitiness in it, or like a more of a brightness than the cotton candy does, and I think it makes it better, but not as good as the orange creamsicle. A lot better than the cotton candy though. Here we have the coconut sorbet. So it's like a coconut with a little orange blob of ice cream in the middle, or sorbet, I guess. Ooh, this one smells good. This one smells really good. Ooh, this smells oddly good. So coconut sorbet is reminding me of a Bath & Body Works fragrance from 2006 kind of time frame, and it was passion fruit mango, I believe. It's passion fruit something or other. Here's the picture of it, and it smells a lot like that one. It's, I assume, a blend of coconut and orange, just based on the packaging of what clues I'm getting. There's no notes on it or anything, but that reminds me how good coconut and orange pair together. I love that pairing. Even with the fragrances that I have been enjoying of this gift set so far, they do not last very long. The longevity on it is really, really bad. So I guess that kind of makes sense since they are just kind of inexpensive body splashes, but they don't wear like a Bath & Body Works fragrance at all. So, all right, we've got this green one here is pear and caramel, and it's got a picture of a pear with some caramel drizzle going down. Ooh, yes. Oh, that smells so good. The reason I like these so much, besides the fact that they just smell good, is that they are true to their name. Like, when you hear caramel pear, it literally smells like caramels and pears and nothing else. It just makes sense. All right, we've got one last one of these, and this is the vanilla swirl, and it's got a picture of an ice cream cone with sprinkles on it, and it's purple. So let's give this one a sniff. that's not it. Wow, this is so funny. It's like either I love them or I'm like, that's not it. This is not it. Aw, that's too bad. This one literally smells like baby oil. And you know, the ones that don't smell good, it may just be because it's old. I don't know. It's hard to know. This literally smells like baby oil, like nothing else. So we're just gonna put that one back. So we liked Orange Pop probably the best, maybe. This one was really good. The cotton candy was not it. The marshmallow was fine, but it was kind of in the middle somewhere. Coconut sorbet, super high up there. Pear caramel, super high up there. Vanilla swirl, I can't choose a favorite of the three. The pear, the coconut, and the orange, those are the three best. Well, the marshmallow was in the middle, and then cotton candy and the vanilla got flunking grades. And you know, I do know that vanillas in Bath & Body Works land tend to go bad faster, or they yellow, or they just kind of turn rancid faster. So maybe these ones have just turned rancid, but the other one smelled so good. There is a takeaway from this video. I think it's don't underestimate the power of Calgon. Thank you so much for sticking around. I know this was a long one with lots of body care to go through. I hope that you can use this video as a tool to help you navigate the world of hygiene and self-care and body care, as it is in a time of lots of changes. And if you enjoyed watching it, make sure you give it a big thumbs up down below, and I will see you next week. Bye.